today, you might have already guessed, I'm not in London. I'm in the really exotic, tropical city of Glasgow. Okay, so it might not be tropical, but I've heard quite a lot of good things about Glasgow. And so I'm here to explore. Fedrigoni, the paper manufacturers, have kindly brought me here because they're having an event and there's going to be some design talks, and it's held in a brewery, so I've got a feeling there might be some good beer about. Yeah. If you don't know about paper, then I've got a whole video on that, so I've got to plug that, haven't I? Yeah. So yeah, that's the event tonight. The paper consultants, Jess and Penny, they've just gone off to the venue to like set up. I'm just here chilling in my hotel room for a little bit, and then I'm losing my voice. And then tomorrow I'm gonna go and explore Glasgow because lovely people of the internet gave me some recommendations of things to do and see. I've already been to Glasgow once before, but didn't really see anything. I don't really know what I did that weekend. It was for like the MTV EMAs, but anyway, that's another story. But yeah, I'm gonna explore Glasgow, some galleries, and of course some wall art, so stay tuned for that. I almost forgot to say that I'm staying at the Citizen M tonight, so that's exciting. It's like quite a quirky little room. I've got a purple wall behind me that's like a see-through bathroom. But anyway, I've never stayed at a Citizen M and I've always seen it on Instagram and wanted to stay, so that's exciting. I've also heard that there's a lounge on like one of the floors that is just purely Vitra furniture, so I'm gonna go and check that out shortly. But everything in this room is controlled by an iPad, so I'm gonna have a little play around with this, of course. A little bit lost. Is this it? I think it might be. Oh yes, I can see the name. I found it.
So if anyone's at the back, Nick, can you get me 4 bottles, please? Thank you. The idea of Italian design probably throws up images of this particular thing. Now, if anybody can tell me the model, and don't say make, but the model, are there any scooter fans out there? All the graphic work, possibly because of language, was never really spoken about. But all the campaigns and the advertising were incredibly powerful and very graphic. And to me, probably the most modern thing now, Italian graphic design, I know certain, or did a few years ago, I knew what I saw in magazines and books. I didn't quite know all the names. And the whole idea of Made in Italy in the first place was not necessarily to talk about the big names, Vignelli, Bob Norda. It was to try to unearth all of the lesser names that we found, or I feel, and I found incredibly fascinating. So IAP's archive, and the whole idea of why Fedrigoni would support this is the whole idea of makers. We're all designers, we make things. Like Fedrigoni, they make beautiful papers. And precisely his artwork. Now you see the reproduction on the obvious question was, how did you persuade a client to put a naked lass on a top? So of course my Italian is crap, his English is okay. So he just said, well, I just put her on the top, which at that point I thought, okay, I'm not going to even explain about what I really meant.
Black paper that you can see being manufactured here, and of course this is the stuff that gives our magazine its name. This is pulp. This is the stuff that has to be processed with great massive industrial process and a great deal of ingenuity, using machines that haven't changed a great deal since the end of the 19th century.
I'm one of the founding partners and creative directors at Bibliotech, and when Bryan asked me to do this, he said, do you know any details about post-war Italian graphic design? And I said, no. So thanks very much, Bryan. Great. So what I am going to do is a quick delve into what we think is Italian design, and then look in a little bit more detail at a couple of those exponents. And of course, Italian design is also known for its furniture. Castiglione, Gioponti, and Joe Colombo. And these are all names that are synonymous with both Italy and design. And the thing is that the people, the characters behind these items had huge character and charisma, just like their furniture did. Castiglione, cool motherfucker. Check him out. Gioponti, rocking the kind of crazy hair and bow tie kind of vibe. And Joe Colombo, pipe, wine, cardigan, beard. And this is him in his studio environment. Imagine him relaxing. I think we live in a very kind of floaty and transient world, and we're always striving to find the new and the undiscovered. And I think that happens quite rarely these days, probably because of the internet, because the internet is a bottomless pit of pixel-deep miasma. And that's why archives are so important to us. Imagine getting away with this for any furniture brand now. It's just impossible. It's such confidence in your identity.
So I've just got in from the talk, and I also might have gone for a bit of a wander around Glasgow at night, which probably wasn't the best idea if I'm honest. I wanted to go and take a picture of the Barrowlands neon, which is like quite an iconic thing in Glasgow apparently. It's a bit of a scary place. Yeah, I mean, you know, I thought, I live in London, it'll be fine. I'm sure I've wandered around worse places. It was a little bit scary. And the worst thing is that the neon wasn't even on. No, it wasn't on. So that was fun. But yeah, I've just got a McDonald's and I'm gonna watch a film in bed. So, because that's the crazy Glasgow night I'm having. Oh, there was some scary people around. But anyway, the talks were really good, and so you had Bryan up first, and then John, and then Tim last. All were really good, talking about Italian design and typography and paper and how they all relate. And yeah, Tim really knows how to work a crowd. He got a lot of laughs. And then we had some beer. Always good. Also got a little goodie bag, but I might show you that after I've finished my McDonald's. Ooh! So I might have fallen asleep watching La La Land last night. What can I say? Travelling is tiring. That's the excuse I'm going with anyway. So I'm gonna show you what was in the goodie bag from last night now. We've got this tote bag with the Made in Italy jazz on. I managed to pick up 2 copies of the Pulp magazine because I haven't been getting my subscription recently, so that's good. we've got this, which is the Sirio collection, and I haven't opened it yet, but look how amazing this looks. This looks super cool. I'm excited to look at that when I get home, because otherwise it's going to get trashed on the plane. And then there's this booklet with some of the work that the guys spoke about last night. This is from the IUP. There's like an archive in Italy of all the Italian design. So I'll leave a link to that below, because that was featured a lot last night. We've got a pen that has got Fedrigoni on it. I don't think that's going to focus, but you just have to believe me. And we've got this notebook. You know me, I love a good notebook. And then this poster, which again I haven't opened yet because I've got to try and get it home safely. So yeah, I've just had breakfast with the ladies from Fedrigoni, and we're going to check out in a bit. I'm going to head out into Glasgow, which has got glorious sunshine, so that's exciting. So it's time to explore. My days, Glasgow. I was not ready for the sunshine. I'm so hot. Whew. But it is nice. I've just got a massive coat on. But anyway, I'm headed towards the Botanical garden. Hopefully catch it before it closes. See how we get on.